Hello and welcome back to TCG Dreamland. Today we're opening Lost Caverns of Ixalan. This is actually an old opening, but I'm doing current prices from October 2024, and I'm doing new commentary. And we're going to talk about the financial aspects of this set because there's some interesting things going on. And if you've been watching the channel recently, you know that I've been doing a lot more of this kind of financial analysis things with the market dynamics, especially because we're coming up on a time when there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with price variations. So, current box price $345, quite a bit. I think I didn't double check to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that this is actually the most expensive standard set collector box. But, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but $345 for a standard set is pretty expensive. Ooh, that's a nice box topper. They did have box toppers with this set. It was an $11 box topper. Pretty nice. So, I want to talk about box prices if they've gone up and down. I want to talk about pack prices, collector pack prices if they've gone up or down. I like to talk about the equivalent 12-pack price. So obviously a collector box is 12 packs, but at 12 individual packs, usually the price can be a lot different than a sealed box price. So a couple months ago, sealed packs were $38. $38 is quite expensive. That equates to $456. That is over $100 more than a sealed box. So, if you've been listening to my last few vids, you know the dynamics that happen when that happens. When that happens, people will start cracking open sealed boxes in order to sell packs. So, it's very interesting. Box prices have not moved. However, sealed pack prices went from 38 down to 22. Now they're back up to 25. At $25, that equates to $300 for 12 packs. So below box price, obviously. So as you can see, what happens when there's a difference in the price between the 12-pack equivalent and a box, the prices will usually meet somewhere in the middle. And where they will meet closer to where the current box price are or where the 12-pack price is, where they meet in between is dependent on how big that gap is. So the bigger the gap, the more likely the pack prices will come down. So that is exactly what happened because box prices just basically didn't move at all. However, pack prices went from $38 to $22. Now they're back up to $25. In my opinion, it will not be long before they are back up to about $28. Is that what I predicted? Yes, $28 is the equivalent of $336. So what we're seeing here, I think, is because, ooh, that's a nice card there. Hunting Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. So in this set, there's a lot of big money chase cards. You have the Neon Ink cards, the, what is it, Lost Caverns? What are Caverns? I forget what the card is. Something Caverns. Cavern of Souls? Is that it? Cavern of Souls, I think. That card is quite expensive in the Neon Ink variants. Over $100 for, I think, all of the Neon Ink variants. There is also Neon Ink Mana Crypt. However, that did just get banned. So that did have an effect on box prices, which I will talk about in a minute. But in addition to those Neon Ink cards, there's also the Jurassic Park stamped foil Jurassic Park cards, obviously. And many of those are quite expensive. Cavern of Souls, that's the one. $36.69. Surprisingly, people, I guess, don't really like this artwork. This is the least expensive Cavern of Souls. Kind of surprising. There are several other printings of Cavern of Souls, and this one is like the least expensive. So, what I think is happening here is that the reason people are this set is so expensive is because people are willing to pay a certain amount kind of as their entry price to the lottery, so to speak, because it's based on the value of the chase cards. So people are willing to pay, X amount of dollars for a prize that is Y amount of dollars, right? And the higher amount Y is, the higher amount X is. And the reason that box prices have just not moved is because I think basically we're at that point. We have found the point that people are willing to pay. We are at the amount of money people are willing to pay for the prizes you can get out of one of these boxes. And the thing that makes me think that is actually, if you look at tcgplayer, you can look at not only price history, but also sale history. So if you look at the 3 months ago, the average daily packs sold, we're looking at individual packs, the average daily number of individual packs sold was 3. Then you had the whole phenomenon where it dropped from 38 to 22, and then it's worked its way back up to 25. If you look at the 1 month history, average number of daily packs sold is 4, which means when the price of packs dropped, the demand increased. And we're going to get to that point. Now that packs are below, the 12-pack equivalent is less than a box, I think we're going to still see that the pack demand is fairly high up until the point where packs are somewhat equal to a box price. Because, like I said before, we are just at that point where the market has found the amount of money people are willing to pay their entrance fee to get one of these rare hits in the set. So I don't think this set is actually going to grow a whole lot, even though, as we saw recently, the pack price was hugely above a box price, the 12-pack price over $100 more than box price. But basically all that resulted in that was that pack prices significantly decreased and box prices stayed the same. Because usually, if there was organic demand for both packs and boxes, the pack prices probably would have still gone down because the difference was so high that you were going to have people breaking boxes to sell packs. So pack prices would have come down, but you would have seen at least some growth with box prices. And we didn't see that at all. Box prices have just stayed the same for the last 3 months. So I think this set, at this point in time, these boxes are basically just at the price that they are at, and we're not going to see significant price difference until there is a significant decrease in supply. Now, the supply of these is quite low. If you look on tcgplayer, I think there's less than 50 boxes for sale, and there's like 15 sellers. So the supply of these is not high, but of course, that's also part of the reason why boxes are the highest standard set collector boxes of any standard set, right? They're almost $350. They're $345. So the fact that the supply is already low just means that, the price is high already. It's $345. But I think until there is continued decrease in supply, we are not going to see increase in price. Because you see with these other sets, there's a point where there's just enough supply to meet demand, and so prices stay low. And then all of a sudden you hit a point where there's no longer enough supply to meet demand, and that's when prices will spike. Well, Lost Caverns of Ixalan has already done that. It's already gone through its big spike, and it has now plateaued again at a new price. So, yeah, I'm just not seeing a whole lot of growth with this set. It is an amazing set. And I do think that the Mana Crypt ban has had an effect. Even though box prices didn't drop, I think it has probably had an effect on demand. Because I think part of the reason that the pack demand has actually increased is just because the price decreased so much. And there's a point where people will just buy the dip, right? Buy low and sell high. So that there's a point where price just gets so low below where it was recently that people just start buying it anyway. Right. So Yeah, all things considered, I'm not seeing a huge amount of growth with this set. I do think it is a good place to stash some cash if you're looking for that. I think there are better places to put your cash, though. So, yeah, that's basically, I think that's all I had to say with this set. Pack prices should go back up. So I guess if you're looking to invest, what you could do is just buy individual packs, because slowly the pack price will come back up until a 12 pack equivalent is, roughly the same as box price. Because right now you can buy 12 packs for well under what a box is, and they will at least come back up to where a box is at. So if you're willing to take the risk on individual packs, I am not someone that would recommend buying individual packs as an investment. But if you wanted to take that chance, you could. All right. Coming up on the last couple packs, we'll just watch the last couple packs. I don't really have much more commentary to say. There were some good cards early in the box. We had actually a pretty good streak. So we had a $21, a $36, a $23, and a $22, all back to back. I think the $23 and the $22 were actually in the same pack. So that was a good pack. If you wanted to get a pack out of a box, you'd want that $45 card pack. All right. We've got 2 packs left here. Unfortunately, so the thing about this set, there is a Jurassic Park card in every pack. However, I think like 2/3 of packs just have a Jurassic Park land in them, which is really unfortunate. But that's what they decided to do with this set. And I mean, it hasn't affected prices that much. Obviously, boxes are still well over $300, $345 current price on tcgplayer. All right, Get Lost. That's a pretty good card. This is actually our second one in the box. All right, Spitting Dilophosaurus. There's an actual not land Jurassic Park card. Very cool. We had a good one. Some of those Jurassic Park cards, I think the Owen Grady we pulled early in the box, the stamped foil one of those is over $150. So very nice. A bunch of these stamped Jurassic Park cards are several $100s. I'm sure the Velociraptors and the one featuring Rexy are probably the most expensive. I haven't actually looked up the price of those, but pretty good cards. All right, Sentinel of the Nameless City. Last few packs of the box, last few cards of the box. Xavier Saul. Most of the cards for Commander are not good. We did pull one really good Commander card in the box, though. Trumpeting Carnosaur. There's your Jurassic Park land. And we've got Fabrication Foundry. Womp womp. So that was the box. Box total $187.96. So as you can see, if you don't get one of the big money cards, if you don't get one of the top pulls you can get out of a box, then the actual EV of the box is not great. So it's in line with a standard set. If you don't get one of the neons or one of the stamped cards, basically your price is going to be just in line with standard sets. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out the links in the description. I have links to tcgplayer as well as my own website if you want to buy some packs from me that I open on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.